In this video, we'll be discussing the angular momentum in case of combined translational as well as rotational motion. In the previous videos, I have already discussed the angular momentum separately in case of pure rotational motion and separately in case of pure translational motion. But now we are combining these two motions, and let's suppose that there is a circular object. It might be solid sphere, or it might be hollow sphere, or it might be a ring. So whatsoever it might be, it doesn't matter. We can substitute its value of moment of inertia in the last part of the answer. So let us assume that it is some round object which has some moment of inertia of I, and it is rotating on this plane, and it is rolling purely. So for pure rolling, V will be equal to R omega, obviously. And now the angular momentum of this object would be the sum of angular momentum of this object due to its translational motion as well as due to its rotational motion, and this is the vector sum. So L translational will be equal to, and it can be calculated by mvr. Now you have to find out a point in this body which is at rest at this instant of time, and obviously we know that point B is at rest in pure rolling. So we always find out the translational angular momentum about this contact point. So the translational angular momentum would be mv into r, and this is mv into r. Now the direction of this translational angular momentum can be seen that if r vector is pointing in the upward direction and momentum vector is like that, this is r vector and this is the momentum vector. So if we curl the fingers of our right hand from r towards p, then it would be rotating in clockwise sense. Therefore the angular momentum would be pointing in the inward direction, which is minus z-axis. So this is minus k cap, as well as the rotational angular momentum would be I omega, where I is the moment of inertia of this object and omega is its angular velocity. Now this omega is also in the direction of minus z-axis because this is rotating in clockwise sense. So the direction of angular velocity would be in minus z-axis. Therefore this angular momentum would also be in minus k cap. So this is the total angular momentum, and it can be written as mvr plus I omega minus k cap. Now if this object is a ring, then I can be written as mr square. If this object is that sphere, then I would be 2 by 5 mr square. So let's suppose that let this object is a solid sphere. So if it is a solid sphere, then I would be equal to 2 by 5 mr square, and therefore the total angular momentum L total will be equal to mvr plus 2 by 5 mr square into omega, where omega is v upon r. So cancelling this r with r, so you can see that it is 7 by 5 mvr. This is the total angular momentum, and the direction of this total angular momentum is minus k cap. Okay, now if we find out this angular momentum by using the concept of instantaneous axis of rotation. So if we remember the instantaneous axis of rotation, we can always reduce both translational and rotational motions into only rotational motion about IAR. So we can assume that this object is purely rotating about IAR and IAR is at rest. So in the case of rotational angular momentum, it is always equal to I omega, but this I should be along IAR. So the moment of inertia, if we are assuming this as a solid sphere, then the moment of inertia of this solid sphere about this IAR is 2 by 5 mr square about the center plus mr square by parallel axis theorem. So this is 2 by 5 mr square plus mr square, so it is 7 by 5 mr square into omega, where omega is again equal to V by R in the case of pure rolling. So this is equal to m 7 by 5 mvr, and the direction of this angular momentum is also in minus k cap. So this is L total. So you can see that the result which we have obtained by adding those two angular momentums separately and the result which we have obtained by writing that angular momentum directly by using IAR concept is same, and therefore you can see that this is a half length of solution. So IAR is again very useful, and it is again very helpful in solving the angular momentum problems in lesser time. Thank you.